She was the subject of the popular exhibit here in Chicago and an Oscar-nominated film. Considered among the very best of the 20th century street photographers, Vivian Maier is known for her ability to capture the universality of the human condition. In her new book, Vivian Maier Developed, Anne Marks paints the full picture of Maier's life, from her childhood in France to her teen years in New York City to her days on Chicago's North Shore, balancing her job as a nanny with her love of photography.
Anne Marks joins us live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why was she not more successful or appreciated while she was living?
Well, Vivian never tried to be a display or fine arts photographer, so I wouldn't say she wasn't successful. But one thing that we've learned that we didn't know before was that she actually did try to be a photographer early in her life in New York, and she avidly shared her photographs. And then that changed when she went to Chicago. So a lot of people think she didn't want to show her work at all, but she did.
And for people who don't know the story, I know we have met John Maloof in the past, the man who, got like one of those storage lockers, and all of these negatives and prints were in there that had been sold off because she couldn't pay for the storage, Vivian Maier. And he finds all these prints. She was still alive at that time, was she not? I mean, did she know that her work had been discovered?
She didn't, but actually it's a fallacy that she couldn't afford her storage locker. She had started photography stock photography about a decade before she died. And for most of her adulthood, she stored newspapers and photographic equipment and other stuff, materials in her storage locker. And she knew that she had to pay the fees. She'd been doing it for a long time. And when she died, she had the money to do it. I think that she just couldn't really deal with it anymore.
Why is her work important? What was she able to capture that maybe some other photographers couldn't?
Well, I think that her work was so nuanced. She would capture just the little gesture, the emotion of a situation, the little detail in a hat. And so it really evokes a sense of humanity, and a wide range of people can really relate to her.
I've heard friends, people that knew her, say that they didn't even know she was taking pictures, or that she had amassed 140,000 pictures. Do you think she didn't think her work was good? Is that why she didn't tell people?
No, it's the opposite. She actually thought she was very talented. We even have that in writing. Over time, she had a need to collect newspapers and hoard photographs, and she wasn't able to share them. And it was really the manifestation of a traumatic childhood that I articulate that she suffered. So it's a complicated story.
Yeah. And there were thousands of underdeveloped roles. Are those still being developed, or have they all been developed?
Well, last year, John Maloof finished developing them. He and I have looked at the photos, and a few of them are actually in the book. For instance, the last self-portrait that Vivian took was in those last roles.
Wow. So what else would you like people to know about her that people might not have found out from the documentary?
Well, I think my main takeaway was that it's not a sad story at all. Vivian overcame tremendous obstacles in her life. She carved out a way of living for herself that she was satisfied with. She never, while people thought she was marginalized or even exploited, she never felt that way at all. And in fact, she spent a lot of her life helping the disadvantaged, and she cared about the greater good. So it's really an inspiring, uplifting story, sort of the opposite as it was framed before.
I see. Well, we appreciate you joining us. The book is Vivian Maier Developed, The Untold Story of the Photographer Nanny. For more, you can check out vivianmaier.com. Anne Marks, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Anne.
Thank you so much.